What's up, traders, and welcome to my stream. In this video, we're gonna be talking about a ticker that I profited around 5K on it. The ticker I was buying it around, I think it was around 134, and I sold it actually 140-ish, and I sold it into the 180-ish. It went to 196-ish. So from 140 to about 196, there was an opportunity to profit around 45%. I was very happy about that. I pretty much what I did was I actually sized in on it. It fit all my criteria. The criteria that it fit, as I was discussing to the chat room, it fit everything that I wanted to do. It was number one, it was a pre-market breakout. Number two was opening range breakout. Number three was a wedge breakout. And then it was day one, and pretty much $2 million float. And the news was pretty good. The news was pretty they designed to expand their 2026 lineup. So we had everything going for it. Everything that I liked. Day one, low float, pre-market breakout, and I bought it perfectly around 140, and we immediately spike up to 196. It was a little bit challenging because I kind of got a little bit stopped out. I had to re-enter. After I re-entered, everything worked out perfectly. We're gonna jump into the trade. It's a $5,700 trade, and we're gonna jump in the trade and talk all about it. After after my short little disclaimer over here. So this is kind of like what the ticker looked like. It's ECDA here. This is the ticker that we pretty much discussed over here. ECDA was a ticker that it was on my morning watch list. As you can see, so here we pop up. This is a day one. So let's look at the criteria that I was talking to you guys about. This is what I actually put inside the chat room right here. Right here, ECDA. So this is kind of like coming from the chat room, straight into the chat room. I actually posted this screenshot in my Discord room. How we had a really nice wedge pattern formation. You can see I posted this one at 9:41. A beautiful pattern that I posted in the chat room around 9:40ish. So this is kind of like what all the criteria. So we're gonna discuss my ticker, which is right here, ECDA. So we're gonna look over here at my top gainer. ECDA is a 1.26 milli float, and we had 9.7 million in volume. So we're gonna write here the float. So criteria: float less than 2 mil. News. I'm gonna read the news here in ECDA here. What is the news of this ticker? We're gonna go right here. ECDA. Gonna read the news here. I actually sometimes use AI to tell you the truth. So just I'm give it a moment. Like sometimes I like to go look at AI to pretty much because I don't really want to read all that. So I ask AIs like, what's the news in ECDA today in 10 words or less, rated from 0 to 10, and 10 being the best. So that's kind of like what I like to do. They don't really like sometimes read. Sometimes they do really long paragraphs. Look at all these paragraphs. Sometimes I don't really want to read all through it and blah 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 blah. It's just you can see how long it is. So I kind of sometimes I've spent 18 years trading and build a system that takes you from zero experience to real life trading profits. Get 6.5 hours of fast track training plus access to my daily live streams each and every day. I've recorded every single trade for the past 4 years and turned it into a 13-hour course with 500 plus real life examples that can get you from zero to profitable trading. I show you how to spot small cap runners like SMX, which ripped from $5 to $500 in just 3 trading days. That helped me generate over $100,000 on just one ticker. I also nailed one of the top shorts of 2025, shorting Beyond Meat at $6.80 and covering it at $4 a share, banking over $4 million just on one ticker, and recognized at SMB Capital as one of the top shorts of 2025.
Click the link below and learn how real traders really profit from small cap stocks.
I use AI. So right now, ACDA, this is no news on ChatGPT, so it's not really that accurate. So we're gonna say it's not. So it's 9:30 expanded news lineup. That's the actual news product lineup. So expanded product lineup. We're gonna put it. This one is expanded something product lineup. It looks like ChatGPT did not catch that news of today, so it's always good to verify. You had different setups. Like I teach in my course different setups. I teach the wedge, the pre-market breakout, the intraday breakout. We had a wedge, a trend line, and a pre-market breakout. So we had wedge plus pre-market breakout plus opening range breakout. So we had three things that coincided here. So you can see, an opening range breakout is a stock that pushes up in the morning. You can see so here, pretty simple. A stock that pushes up in the morning, then comes back, and then it breaks that high. That's kind of like an opening range breakout that happens right about here, I would have to believe. Right here, opening range breakout right there. So in this situation, around 140, there were three things happening right there. You had the flow, the news, the wedge, the pre-market breakout, and the opening range, and also the volume right here. Like you gotta look like if you were to buy the ticker, you have to look at the daily. Where's the next resistance point? If I were gonna buy it at 140, you see there's some resistance all the way up to the 180s. So plenty of meat to make money. You can have all the way up here, all the way up here. So that's so pretty much I was buying it at 140. And pretty much I netted a pretty huge profit. I kind of got stopped out a little bit. You can see I kind of got stopped out initially, but after that I pretty much locked in 146 to 148. The ticker, this is ECDA, so I was buying it over here. The ticker actually dipped and it kind of scared me out just a little bit. Then I got back in, and then pretty much we just flew all the way up to 196. This is a beautiful breakout of ECDA. So we just gonna take a screenshot of that and put it in my journal right here. This is a very good chart of the criteria that happened today, and pretty much you just lock in a big gain. I took around 20,000 shares. I was very happy with that. And pretty much locked it in and looking for another pretty much a green day. That's a beautiful breakout. Longing it around 140-ish, and then we got up to 196. So if we're gonna calculate, let's calculate 196 minus 1.4 divided by 1.4. It's around 40% gain. 40% gain. A potential of 40%. 40% is a really 40% potential upside. That was a very beautiful trade. So make sure you review this on what was the other day that I that I traded on Wednesday. I also traded another ticker that I made huge bank on. This is 1225. I'm gonna put it in my notes over here. So everything happened perfectly. On Thursday, I also traded another ticker that worked out really good. I actually took made on Wednesday because Thursday was pretty much Santa. But today we had on Wednesday had another ticker that I traded it really good. It was Sober. Sober was on Friday. We're gonna talk all about that one as well because I didn't really talk about how I was able to lock in around 2K on Wednesday. I think it was not Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, it was Wednesday. So Sober. This is another typical example straight out of my course. You can see so here that on Wednesday, I actually profited from this ticker because I live stream my trades every day. You can see that I made, Sober. I made a $1,500 trade. So let's discuss Sober. Sober is a textbook daily breakout. This textbook straight out of my course. This is as easy as it gets. I had one of our subscribers talk how great my course is. He was reviewing it over the weekend. He just bought it. He just got in. So he was the course right here, man, this course is so good. I'm loving it. Like I emphasized over the weekend to look at Sober, as a Sober was a daily breakout chart pattern. So you pretty much go into my course, and you pretty much go into my course. Sorry about that. You go into my course right here, and you look at right here. I have a subchapter called Daily Breakout, which is an hour 24 minutes. This is a really long, really long course over here. So this is Sober Daily Breakout. What happens is this was the exact setup of a daily breakout. You can see so here that we have an exact breakout of around 220, and after 220 breaks, we have pretty much going up to $3, $3 or something like that. Anyway, so I took it long initially at around 220 and then sold 256. Then I took it again long at around 240 and I sold 290 on Sober, and pretty much it actually hit the next resistance point. Sober on Thursday, we didn't really had news, but it fit all my criteria. The stock, daily breakout, uh, low float under 2 mil, pretty much first day, and pretty much bought it, sold it. Initially I made 25%, then I made another, from 230 daylight breakout point, we hit 290. That's kind of like what happened on Wednesday. And I actually have another ticker that I traded, and it was ELOG that I also traded. So Sober, pretty much, this is straight out of my course. You're gonna see a lot of these tickers just like Sober. So it was actually pretty simple, even on Wednesday, even today. And we're just gonna put it over here. See clearly the daily breakout right here, and then pretty much after, and you align that with the intraday, then 220, we got up to 290 right here, and right here from 220 to 290, that was 30-40% profit. If I were going to calculate, let's say 290 minus 2.16 divided by 216, that's around 34% potential profit. 34% potential profit on this textbook daily breakout. And we also, so I'm gonna save that. That was from 12/24. That was on Wednesday. I'll save that for more upside. And I also traded another ticker on um on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. I traded another ticker and I made money on Wednesday. The ticker was ELOG. I don't remember ELOG that I traded. ELOG was a ticker. There we go. That I just traded we had. There we go. This is a ticker that I did trade on. This is a pre-market breakout with news. Pre-market intraday breakout with news. You can see here that I was buying it when we had this wedge pattern. This is part of my wedge pattern courses right here, and then I could have bought it again over here, but it's a ticker, I think, on Wednesday that we had news we had around a $6 million project or something like that, and that's pretty substantial. And I actually bought it here like 220 and sold 260. I actually made another profit over here. So that ended up being an $870 trade, trading ELOG 10 cents, 10 cents, and that was kind of like my Wednesday. So, ELOG was, if you go into look at my book again, ELOG is part of using pretty much what's it called? Is it what is that? Is that a wedge, or it's a VWAP reclaim combined with a trend line break? So right here you go to the VWAP reclaim before pre-market VWAP reclaim before 930, and you combine that with a wedge breakout right here. So you had two setups in one that happened here at the exact point of 220. We spiked up to 260. Soon enough, this ticker is just a fresh ticker with, it's a low float pre-market runner. It's a pre-market runner that we had on Wednesday. Let's call it pre-market runner using multiple time frames. I think if I were gonna look at exactly my time frame from yesterday, you can see over here that Sober was a 1.5 milli float. Float less than 2 million. Uh, less than 2 million. A nice daily. Nice daily. So you got to look at right here, ELOG. If if you buy it at 220, where's the next resistance point? There's room to $3. Room to $3. Right here. And actually, you just buy the trend line using multiple things, using wedge, using VWAP reclaim, and buying it, and it had news 6 million. I think it was right here using wedge VWAP by 220, spiking up to 3. So we had news. News was a $6 million, 6 million investment or something like that. So pretty much that was a pre-market runner that we had on Wednesday. Pretty decent. And another and much see price action here 220 up to 320. So I ended up making 800 on that, and that was on Wednesday. So we had three pretty nice runners so far, and you just have to capitalize on these runners and pretty much study up, and because these things are just gonna be flying at you. Bought it there, sold it there, and bought it. Actually, I should have bought it over here, but I actually bought it over here. So definitely, this was a pre-market runner. That's about it. What I had for you guys today. I'm not sure if I might be streaming over the weekend. We had 3 setups on 2 on Wednesday, 1 on today, Friday. Everybody's dealing with Christmas, all that. Anyway, if you've seen all this video all the way up to 15 minutes, just make sure you click the link below to get 50% off my first month. It's a hidden discount. Make sure you do that. Other than that, I'll see you all next week. Getting ready to chop up know the next week into the new year. Otherwise, it's gonna be a really busy January because there's gonna be the January effect that's going on here. But hope everything is fine with you. Hope you guys enjoy your Christmas. I definitely did. I did enjoy some pretty nice gifts, and pretty much hope you enjoyed my new microphone over the weekend. We're gonna be upgrading the camera to a 4K stream, and that's about it. Everything is good and getting ready for a new year. Other than that, see you all in my next video, and peace out.